When we look at the sky, we expect to see the sun clouds and maybe a few birds flying by, but sometimes the sky has other plans, and things that are not so ordinary come hurtling down. From mysterious objects to bizarre occurrences, there have been numerous reports throughout history of terrifying things that help the sky, leaving people baffled, frightened, and with more questions than answers. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready to explore 10 terrifying things that fell from the sky. Part 1. Number 10. Frozen iguanas. Iguanas in suburban Florida are crashing to the ground due to the extreme cold. The National Weather Service in Miami reported that early Thursday morning temperatures in sections of South Florida drops so bad, the local green iguanas can't survive temperatures that low. Frank Saravino, a columnist for the Palm Beach Post, once tweeted a snap of iguana floating face down in his pool. Good Samaritans who come across different one as should leave them alone, as the reptiles may become aggressive if they feel threatened. Don't assume they're dead, said Kristen Summers, who heads up the Non-Native Fish and Wildlife Program for the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. When the temperature drops below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, the Central and South American endemic cold-blooded animals become lethargic. According to Summers, iguanas can survive in temps lower than that. Many of one is alone with Burmese pythons and other invasive species that flourish in South Florida subtropical climate were killed by a 2-week cold snap in 2010. The temperatures below 40 degrees C. Their numbers have increased since then. The consequences of the winter storm that was really the East Coast were less unusual elsewhere. And Florida, Tallahassee, the state capital, experienced snow for the first time in 10 years. This leads us to today's strange topic. See, as this fell from the sky and no one knows it. People in Texas woke up very early in the morning to find a huge object in their street. No one knew how it had gotten there, or even who could replace it. They're thinking and looking at it once more. No one could put it there. It was round and twice the size of a small turtle car. The only thing was that there was no damage to anyone's house, but it destroyed the street and the walkway. Let us know what you think about this picture in the comments section. We want to hear your opinion on #StrangeTopic. Number 9. Space Station. An unmanned Chinese space station was predicted to crash into Earth. Experts at that time thought it was highly unlikely that components of the Tiangong-1, which is roughly the size of a school bus, would survive re-entry through the atmosphere, let alone land in a populated region. However, no one can say for certain. Senior member of the technical staff at the Aerospace Corporation in El Segundo, California, Andrew Abraham, predicts that Chang'e-1 will crash sometime between March 29th and April 4th. This organization receives funding from the United States government since 2016. Abraham has monitored the 18.0-pound space station Chang'e-1's orbit has been declining for quite some time, which means that we need to orbit around Earth. The spacecraft gets a little closer to our home planet. The more it gets close, more air molecules that will collide with, slowing the station and hastening the degradation of its orbit. It's not easy to tell if turned on one is tumbling or not, because its position affects the drag force. The upper atmosphere has density also changes from day to day. This impacts how much resistance the space station encounters as it plummets. Number 8. Earthworms. Many people have taken to social media to express their amazement, curiosity, and even disgust at the bizarre occurrence of worms dropping from the sky. While it is not known whether this is the result of natural meteorological events or any other aspect, worm-like objects or creatures reportedly dropped from the sky in the Chinese province of Lianling due to a recent meteorological occurrence. Online video that went viral purported to show earthworms crawling all over cars, and the students. Of the many people on, the students had umbrellas ready to protect them from the worm rain. People on social media also questioned the authenticity of a video claiming to show worm-like objects falling from the sky near Beijing. Animal raised the phenomena where little things like fish or frogs descend from the sky after powerful storms or tornadoes, was blamed by some on social media. There hasn't been much rain in Beijing recently, therefore, some people have questioned whether or not the footage is real. You don't know what other information you might need from us. So make sure give us a like, subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends. Number 7. Drones. Drones from a drone light show in Hainan, China, crashed to the ground in a breathtaking end of the world. See, fearful pedestrians have may be seen fleeing, but they aren't being chased by invaders. They are, however, fleeing falling drones. The strange video was shot in the Chinese city of Zhangjiao, and it depicts the robots, which are illuminated in blue, falling from the sky. As the drones dropped from the sky, people started screaming and shouting as the drones continued to slam into the earth. In the background, people eventually start to run for safety. Some of the other drones begin a gradual descent, still under the apparent command of their pilots. The South China Morning Post writes that the drones crashed owing to human error, and fortunately no one was hurt or anything was damaged. Initially, the late show's organizers blamed a competing drone firm, telling China Opens in New Tab that the rival company had intentionally caused ill-intentioned signal interference to disrupt the spectacle later. However, the retail center that hosts the late show suggested to local authorities that the malfunction could have been caused by operational errors. Number 6. Bloody rain. Heavy downpours of red-colored rain occasionally fell on the southern Indian state of Kerala from the 25th of July. The 23rd of September 2001, standing close pink. The Kerala red rain phenomenon was a blood rain event that took place in the Y&R district region of Malabar on Monday, the 15th of July 1957, and the colors subsequently turned yellow. Some others even saw green and black towers, while the eastern and north-central provinces of Sri Lanka had colored rain from November 15th to December 27, 2012. Reports of colored rain in Kerala began in 1896 and have continued on multiple occasions since 2929 then. Most recently in June of this year, on July 25, 2001, in the southern district of Kottayam and Duki, which was followed by forests shedding grade burnt foliage. There were also reports of shriveled leaves, the disappearance and sudden development of wells, and other strange occurrences. At about the same time, red rain was often confined to locations no longer than a few square kilometers, and it was often so localized that regular rain would be pouring only a few meters away. This would have been so scary for the residents. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the part 2.